Do have the fittings that I need to get welded on. Alright, what's up you guys? So today we're going to be putting a catch can on the hatch, and if you're wondering if it needs it, it does not, but I just want to have it on there. I'm going to try to make this video quick, or this clip quick, because it's 112 degrees outside right now and my phone's going to start overheating. So I'm going to sand the valve cover down, I'm going to get some holes drilled, and I have the fittings already, but I need to take the valve cover over to someone so they could weld them on for me. And I'll show you guys everything in a little bit that I have, but first thing I'm gonna do is take this valve cover off. Well, actually not this valve cover, I have another one over there. Alright, I painted this valve cover about 2-3 months ago. Just decided I want to get a catch can installed, so now that's gonna go to waste, but I'm gonna have to paint it again. That's fine, I'm gonna paint it the same color. If you guys are wondering what grit, I'm gonna use 320. And yeah, so this is gonna be fun. I'm already sweating and I've been out here for like 5 minutes. Again, you guys, it's like 112 and I think it's gonna get 115, 116 today, and I do live in Arizona, so yeah. Alright, well, I didn't really film much, but I got it all sanded down, made the holes already, sanded this area to bare aluminum, but there are still little spots that I still need to sand, but I'll do that later. But I do have the fittings that I need to get welded on. I had these for like 2 years and I'm barely gonna use them, but this is what I used to make the holes. And to measure it, all I did was get a measuring tape, and then I just made a dot at 3 inches and 5/8 on both sides, and then I just drilled the hole. That's pretty much it, and now I just gotta find someone that can weld these fittings on for me, and then probably gonna go do that right now, and then next clip I'll show you all the things I got. Well you guys, it's been a few days later. I still haven't gotten the valve cover welded, as in like the fittings. Still haven't done that, but I found out that Napa can weld them for like $35 each, so gotta do that still. But I'll just go ahead and show you guys what I got real quick. So the fittings I'm gonna be using are from Evo Energy. They're off Amazon. This is not sponsored, but I love the quality on those fittings. Got the catch can. This is from eBay. It was 20 bucks for the whole thing. I always get the same one because I never had any problems. Comes with the filter. You got Teflon. These are the fittings for the valve cover. I still gotta sand it a little bit more. And then let me try to get this guy out. And there it is. Also comes with the little plug in the bottom. So that's that. So got the AN line, and that's pretty much it. Let me show you the fittings real quick. If I could open one of them. And just your standard fittings, nothing special, but quality does feel pretty good on these, even though it's all from China, but oh well. The first thing I'm gonna do is just start assembling this. Oh, also, just gonna move this out the way. You see how there's like two tabs, I guess? I don't know, but there's two of them. I'm gonna have to cut this one off because I'm not gonna use this one, and it's just gonna be poking out, and I don't like that. So right before the weld, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it with the grinder. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the filter, the little drain plug, and that's pretty much it, and then I'll go from there. Also, for any reason, if you guys are wondering why the table's so dirty, there was a dust storm and it rained yesterday. Not bad, looks pretty good. I'm gonna just go ahead and tighten this, cut this little piece off, and go from there. Alright, got it all finished up. It was pretty quick. Went ahead, cut that little piece off, which is right there. Every time I cut pieces like this, I like to save them. use them as little spacers, or I don't know, but you'll eventually end up needing that for something else. But anyways, I just went ahead and got a Sharpie, just kind of blend it in. I did scratch it a little bit, but you're not gonna see this part. But yeah, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and show you guys where I'm gonna put it. Where I usually put it is right on this bolt right there next to the cam sensor. So yep, but unfortunately I'm holding my harness with that, so hopefully I could just go ahead, put the catch can, and then put this little clamp back on there, because that's what holds the harness. Let's see if the gun fits in here. Oh damn it, I don't think it's gonna fit. I'm gonna have to do it by hand. Well, wait, never mind, found a way. Alright, so that's loose. Now I'm gonna just go ahead. Wait, I didn't even check if the damn bolt is gonna go through that hole. I don't think it is. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to make the hole bigger. Found one, but will it go through? Nope. So, gotta make that hole bigger now. That should be good. Yep. Little tip for you guys, I usually, whenever I drill a hole, if I can, I do it on the back side. That way the front side, you don't see like all that chrome. So you do see a little bit, but not as much as where the drill bit would go through. But yeah. Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but hopefully, damn it, I won't be able to put the clamp on. I'm gonna just take it off. Oh well. Oh, it fits. Oh great. It fits, but I gotta put it on a little bit sideways, which I did not want. Well, that's not how I wanted it. I wanted it to be completely flush, but this part's not letting me unless I cut it. Unless I cut it right here, and then this part I could just attach it over here and it'll be more straighter, which I think I'm gonna do, but it's gonna spill all the water out, which actually that's okay, because I was planning on changing the water because it's pretty dirty, giving me OCD having it kind of sideways. So I'm gonna just go ahead, take it off, get the grinder, cut that little piece off, and then that's pretty much it. Well, I just loosened it, but let's see how much it's gonna leak. That's nasty. So instead of just cutting it from right here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut half of it, and then I'm gonna put the plug back on. See the clearance. If I need more, then I'll go ahead and cut the whole thing off. It's pretty close to the harness, but I kept an eye on it. Let's try this again. I needed to go over this little lip. Alright, take the clamp off. That's what wasn't letting it go all the way in. Alright, let's try this again. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and put the catch can back on. Hopefully it can be straight. Yep, that was perfect. I don't even have to finish putting it on. I could tell right away that it's gonna sit a bit better. So now I just gotta find a new clamp because I messed up the old one. Double check I didn't get the harness. It looks fine. So I'm gonna just get a new clamp, put it on, and then I'll continue putting on the catch can. Alright, there we go. If for any reason it starts leaking, I'll put a smaller clamp that's like thinner. One in the bottom, one in the top, because there is a little lip right here. If for any reason it starts leaking, I'll just put two. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put the catch can. Alright, there we go. So it looks pretty good, pretty straight now. So now I'm gonna just go ahead, start making the lines, and yeah, so we'll go from there. I don't even know if you guys could tell, but hose is not in yet. Let me just tap it in. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that, but now the hose is all the way to the top. Alright, so I got one made, but I gotta see how much of the length that I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna just go ahead and tighten it by hand. And this one should go somewhere around here. So I'm gonna just cut it right here. Just, it's better to leave some extra than have it too short. So I'm gonna go ahead, mark it right here, cut it, and then I'm not gonna make this fitting until I have this welded on here. That way I can know the exact measurements. So for right now, I'm gonna just go ahead, cut it right here with the grinder. So all you're gonna do is put some tape, electrical tape, and then you get the grinder and cut it. Because if you do not put tape, it's just gonna I don't know how to explain it. It's gonna look like this, but way worse. So make sure you put some tape where you're gonna cut. So wherever you put the tape, you're gonna cut right through the middle of it. Alright, went ahead, put some electrical tape. Now I'm gonna just go ahead, loosen it and cut it. That's pretty much it. Now I'll just go ahead, put it on again and just see how it looks. Also, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video. Oh, I want to go on. There you go. I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that if you don't have a AN line, you could just go to O'Reilly's and get some hose. They sell like a hose like this thick, and all you got to do is, let me get an extra fitting. Then you just put the hose in here. That's it. So should look like that, and then you just put the hose that you get from O'Reilly's like that, and you're good. I did that on my last build. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see and get an idea. But yeah, so you could do that if you don't have any AN line. But it looks like measurements came out pretty good. See if this works. I'll just put this guy on top. So yeah, seems pretty good. Might have to cut like 2 inches off, maybe an inch. I don't know, but it's better to have extra. Now I'm gonna do the exact same process one more time. Got the second line made, but I think we might have a problem because once this fitting is on there welded, great. Now I gotta fix that. If it's not one thing, it's another. Anyways, where was I? Once I get this fitting on here welded, it's gonna be, just keep dropping everything. That's probably scratched. It's gonna be right here, so it's gonna be poking out maybe an inch, and then with the fitting it's probably gonna hit the injector. But I was thinking maybe I could just like turn the injector a little bit, and then we should be fine. Therefore it should sit like this. Yeah, because these injectors are pretty tall, so that's all I could do, and just run the line through here. At least for my case. It might be different for you guys, but for me, it's gonna hit the injector. But like I said, I'll just move it to the side. Alright, got the second line all cut up, but that's pretty much it for this video. All I'm gonna do is get that valve cover all welded up and then install it. Also, when I tighten these, I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon on the threads, then tighten it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the ones on the valve cover. But that's pretty much it for this video. So give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just remembered I don't think I have gas. Fuck. Oh well, I'm just gonna go wash it. So see what happens. There we go. Got oil pressure. That's always a good sign. Well, if you guys made it to the end of the video, you guys are gonna see this portion. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna go wash the car. I don't know if I'm gonna do any pulls or I don't know. But also look how ghetto rigged I have this. I am gonna be making a bracket behind the bumper, but that's for later on. Right now I'm just going a few blocks away to go wash the car, so that should be fine. sounds pretty good. Kind of forgot how it sounded. Yep, she needs a wash. Woo. Can't wait to have some wheels on it, that way it could actually hook. Well, temp got to 200. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.